All right, everybody, welcome back into another edition of Keeping Up with Boaz Athletics here with head coach Justin Bowen. And coach, who do you have with you today?
Got Harper Bankston and Brianna Gentry, both sophomores.
Coach, first of all, let's rewind the clock. How's the family over the Christmas break and New Year's break?
Yeah, we really enjoyed having some time off. I took a little bit different approach this year than probably what I've normally done, and I gave them 5 full days completely off, and I think it was good for everybody. I think the kids enjoyed it, their parents enjoyed it, and I know I needed it too because we moved on Tuesday of Thanksgiving, and we've been wide open, with the transition coming here right before school started and just everything. So I needed some downtime, so did my family, and I think they did too because we've been working so hard. So I think it was really good for everybody.
Ladies, not talking about basketball, but just your holiday. How was your Christmas and Christmas and New Year's?
It was good. I got to spend a lot of time with my family, and I was able to rest my body, so it was really good for me physically and mentally too.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it was good. We got to reset and just kind of have a break for a minute.
Both of these girls play volleyball too, so they went right in from one to the other. So.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. And then you got some that play football as well.
Yeah, flag football.
Right in from one to the other. So actually was doing dual duty.
And that was a lot of the reason that I did what I did because of, volleyball, but then also the flag football. There's a lot of our girls played flag football, and we're doing both, and so they never really had a break at all. So I think it was good for them.
Coach, you're sitting here at 9-9. You've seen some good, you've seen some bad, yep. You've seen some wins and losses, but now you kind of know what you got with your girls. Even though they're younger underclassmen, they're no longer. The expectations are still there for them.
Yeah.
Overall assessment of the first half of the season.
Yeah, I think it's gone about how we thought it would just because of the inexperience and the youth. I think there's been some games where we've surprised ourselves and played really well, but I think there's been some games too where, we might have had some setbacks just with turning the ball over and some things like that. But I think that as a team we've really grown. We've gotten better. We've been able to install more things that we, just couldn't because of the fast pace of the season and everything being so new and then them being young and all that. So we've been able to do more defensively, which has been good, and then offensively we've been able to add some stuff. So I think that's helped us be successful too. But also them just finally settling in and everything I think has been really good for us.
What is it about these two young ladies right here that kind of step out to you, or not saying sets them apart, but something positive about these two young ladies?
Yeah, right now Brianna starts for us. Harper has started several games for us this year too. Both of them are sophomores, a little bit older than a lot of the girls, or several of the girls that we play, which is funny because they're only sophomores, but that's even more some funny. Of the older girls on our team. But both of them, give us have different aspects of their game that help us. Harper is not going to come out and drop 20 points or anything like that, but she's going to play very good defense. She hustles. She's going to do exactly what I tell her to do. She's very athletic. She works hard for us. There's a lot of things that she brings to the table that I, not only try to remind her, but remind all of our girls is you don't have to come out and score, 8, 10, 12, 15 points a game to help the team. And then Brianna's a little different because she shoots the ball really, really well. She's one of our better three-point shooters. I made a comment the other day to one of our coaches that she may have the prettiest shot that I've ever had as a coach.
That's saying something.
Yeah, she has a really, really good shot. I think with her, over the next couple of years, really trying to put a little bit more emphasis on basketball and her development, I think she can be a very, very good player. But she helps us a lot on offense. She'll take the ball to the rim. And then the last game or two, she's shown a little bit of aggressiveness on the rebounds and getting in there and fighting and stuff a little bit.
She talk any trash, Coach?
I don't think so. I don't think neither one of them going to say too much. But
I don't know. They're laughing like they do.
I don't know. They may talk smack behind closed doors, but out on the floor, they keep it pretty quiet.
Ladies, how has the first half of the season been getting to know Coach Bowen in a new system? Obviously, as we said earlier, you guys have had some success. Talk about it just through your own words.
Do you want to go first? I think that Coach Bowen has brought a lot of positivity to our program that we haven't really had in the past, and I feel like that it's not only just basketball, like the stuff that he has helped, like the new weight room and all of the, I don't know how to explain it,
Like, he's brought a lot to not just basketball. Like, he's helping
More than just
More
stuff
than
on the
whole
court.
athletic
Yeah.
system.
Yeah. What do you guys think the biggest thing like that you've seen that's kind of helped you in your individual games that Coach Bowen's brought here? Is it a confidence thing that he's got confidence even though you guys are young? He kind of he definitely needs you guys. But talk about that a little bit. How, he's giving you a confidence that he's letting you play as an underclassman.
Y'all doing good.
Yeah, y'all are doing good. Go ahead.
That's the thing with all these like young ones that we have on video. It's like this is the first time they've ever been in front of a camera.
They're doing good, though. There got to be a confidence there, though.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of us don't really like with me, I lack confidence a lot, and he really helps me like, hey, you got this, hey, keep going, you can do it. Like, he brings it.
No doubt.
Another thing that I like that Coach Bowen does is that when we mess up and we come out, he doesn't just sit, like, he tells us what we're doing wrong and coaches us up on the bench, and that helps a lot going back into the game and seeing what you're doing wrong and fixing it.
I can tell both you ladies something, and I think Coach will echo what I'm about to tell you. If a coach stops talking to you, that's when it's not good. Am I right?
Yes.
If a coach completely shuts off and don't say nothing to you, that's when you got to start worrying. Ladies, let me ask you a question. When you see the new, we're sitting in the new weight room. You guys, gym's beautiful. I mean, you have awesome uniforms, social media presence, got a coach that really cares. What is that like, playing in that? Because honestly, I go in so many schools, it's not the case everywhere I go. It's definitely not the case like what you guys have here. Can you guys talk about what it's like being a Boaz Pirate at this time?
It creates a good atmosphere and environment for students and for student athletes, and I feel like that contributes a lot in helping build our program up.
I agree with that 1,000%. Same question. Pretty much the same thing she said. I got you. Well, Coach, let's talk about the back half of the season here. The all-important thing is, I know you want the area more than anything. You want to host that area tournament. Talk about what it's going to take to have a shot to do that.
Yeah, so, this week we play Alexandria tonight, then we got Crossville, which is the area game, and then we have Douglas at the end of the week, and then we'll play Sardis, after the county tournament. For us right now, we're 2-1 in the area. So for us to be able to host, we have to, beat Sardis, Douglas, Crossville. We have to win the next 3 games, and then, it's going to come probably down to a coin flip, if Sardis wins out too. So it's kind of up in the air, 50-50, but the thing is, we're playing for that area tournament. Regardless of whatever happens now, we just want to be ready by the area tournament when we play all these teams the last time, and that's when they're going to get our best, and that's when they're going to get everything that we have to offer.
When you got this job, I know obviously you envision those kind of things, but what would you say in your own words, like on pace? Do you think you're there on pace where you wanted to be, a little bit behind, a little bit ahead? What do you think?
Yeah, it's been a little different because of how young we are, just how young. And regardless of what I think, in my abilities as a coach, or I see them of what their abilities can be as a player, like the skill is there, there's nothing that you can do to supplement that experience, And so that's something that I've had to really step back and really realize and pay attention to is like, hey, look, we can work as hard as we want to, and we can do all the things that we think that will allow us to be successful. But, most of these girls have never played meaningful minutes before this year, and I mean almost all of them.
And definitely not on varsity.
Yeah, period.
Maybe like 8th grade or something.
Yeah, most of our girls were playing middle school basketball next year. They didn't play JV. They didn't play varsity. It's not like they were backups. Like, they didn't play much. We just have a few of them that played JV. Like Harper played JV. Brianna played JV and maybe moved up and played some varsity a little bit. And then, even Maggie and Lilac and, especially, Trinity, those girls didn't have huge roles on the team last year, So that has been something that you got to step back and you got to say, okay, look, what is our ceiling like realistically, But like we've talked about already, I think that we have grown a lot, and the ability is there. That we do things in practice at times, a lot actually, where I'm like, man, we got a chance to really mess up somebody's season if it clicks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, if we click at the right time and these girls play a good game, like, they could beat a lot of teams because of the skill that they do have.
Yeah.
We're just dangerous enough to keep people on their toes.
That's the thing about youth is they don't know they're not supposed to do that. You know what I mean?
They're just out there, just getting it.
I mean, you've seen it in college basketball before, back with the Fab Five and stuff. They don't know they're not supposed to be.
Yeah. So, and what I'm trying to, like, speak into them, they're not going to be scared of anybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and
sure.
like I said, if it clicks, against any team, it could be whoever. If it clicks against the right team at the right time of the year, which we hope is at the end, we have the chance to, like I said, mess somebody's season up. You know what I mean? But, there's still a lot of things that we got to learn. There's still a lot of mistakes that we make every game. But we're just trying to grow and get better. Most of these girls, like these two here, when we sat down before the camera turned on, I was like, hey, y'all are 10th graders, right? And I said, thank God. Thank you. But, like, all of our team just about will be coming back for several years. So that's something great to look forward to.
Ladies, how hard was the transition? Both of you volleyball players, obviously, and you guys had a good volleyball season as well. But talk about the transition. How was the transition from volleyball over with no break, basically? You had to jump right in and start playing.
Very tiring.
Was it?
Very tiring. Yeah.
Makes sense.
Volleyball, they're not similar, but at the same time, they're both like you go for so long. So, like, it's like you're going into one sport that's like back to back to back, and then you go into basketball, and it's like.
Absolutely. No, there's so many games per week and practices. Same question for you.
What she said, it was pretty tiring, but and it also it was hard for me to get back, like, in the groove of doing things, but once I did, it was.
Y'all enjoyed the 5 days off at Christmas then, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that was like a Christmas present for you, wasn't it?
Too, like this year was very, very different because they didn't get a summer with me at all. Like, once again, I'm tired 2 days before school started. So I couldn't be like.
May I have your attention, please? All SGA members need to report to Ms. McCullers for a brief meeting.
I couldn't be like, hey, let's give y'all a week off after volleyball because they didn't know anything. They didn't know any plays.
You had to get install.
Yeah, there was like nothing. They didn't know anything. So we had to get going immediately. And it'll be a little bit easier on them, as years to come because they'll have a base foundation. But this year it was like, hey, we got to put our pedal to the metal. Like, we got to go. We got to get stuff in.
Yeah, no doubt. Did Santa Claus come see you guys?
Yes.
He did? Okay. All right, I was making sure now. Coach, you gotta keep tabs on that. If Santa approves of them, they gotta be pretty good.
Yeah, on the nice list.
That's right. All right. Before we go, Coach's final thoughts heading into this all-important game with Alexandria tonight.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to go back home. I'm always excited to play them because that's where I'm from and playing them. And I've coached.
You talk to Will and Todd much still?
I talked to them some. I talked to Coach Kiker more because he's on the girls' side.
Gotcha.
But I've coached baseball, basketball, and football against them throughout the years and stuff, and it's always fun just to go back there. I mean, I was thinking about that today, just going back in that gym where, just like them, like you spent so many hours like working and stuff over the years. Like, I went there from 5 years old till I graduated, so that's a special place for me. I lived there, my whole life until we moved to Southside, and I'm excited to play them. But throughout the rest of the week, we got a big week because we have 2 area games. Those are huge and very important to us. But I'm excited. I think, the best part of our season's ahead.
Absolutely. Young ladies, good luck to you guys. I'm glad Santa Claus came and seen you. That means you're doing something right. Guys, I'll see you guys tonight. Thank you.